This is Chris Classic dropping a car vlog on the way to work. God is good. This is another day, another opportunity to put down an addiction, to put down a vice, to work out, to give your life to God and realize that there's a reason why Christ was on earth and give us a physical example of how we are supposed to treat each other and be around each other and things like that. And truly grateful for the opportunity to even say that to you guys. If you have not heard it today, God loves you, Christ loves you, I love you. Never forget that. You know, if anybody want to talk to me about anything, my inbox is available. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and also the C3 Ultimate Wrestling YouTube channel. Me and my wife's professional wrestling company. I just dropped a hype package for the show that's in 2 weeks away. It's 2 weeks away. 10, the show of our shows, Crown Point, Indiana. I'm dropping promos from the wrestlers so you can get to know the wrestlers and things like that. So subscribe to both this one and C3 Ultimate Wrestling. So I'm watching Night of Champions. I watched 2 matches and then the show is over now. I was catching up, but I watch the rest at work when I have time. So I saw like the first 2 matches. So I wanted to talk about Seth Franklin Rollins, aka Seth freaking Rollins, and I wanted to talk about the him winning the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, great match. I think we all knew it was going to be a great match. I'm not upset that Seth won it. You know, Seth has been a workhorse, a 5'2" player, and, if you will. You know, he's done it all. He has improved. The crowd is behind him. The crowd cheers, they boo, they do anything. He gets a reaction. He wrestles and everything. And I remember, around a year ago, people were saying, because he was losing a lot, he's losing his luster, and he's jobbing out, and he deserves better, and stuff like that. I think that Seth is showing what a good role player is a wrestler. I need you to go out there and do this. And then he's like, okay, no problem. I'm going to do it to the best of my abilities. And it works. It consistently works. Even if he lost against AJ today, it wouldn't have done nothing to him. You know, I don't think it would have done something. You know, I think a lot of people are infatuated with win-loss records, especially in WWE. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that wins and losses don't matter sometimes, but for key moments, I can understand. So, Seth winning it, dope. What I wanted to talk about was, how could he make that belt relevant? How could he make it more relevant? Because I saw a video, I forgot her name, I forgot their name, but they said that this title is the I'm Not Him title. And right now it is, because it is hilarious, because basically how the company has portrayed this belt, it's the I'm Not Him title. Oh, Roman has this and this and that, and Roman this and that, and then Seth and AJ calling it the workman's title. So you're basically saying that Roman isn't wrestling a lot anyway, which he's not. And you should not have to as a bad guy. I do want to reiterate that a bad guy's job is not to try to wrestle every time. It's not even to try to wrestle at a pay-per-view. It has to be something that makes them want to wrestle, and they shouldn't want to wrestle every day. But going back into it, how could you make this title more relevant? Okay, so I'm not big on brand separation, but we're going to use it because we have no choice. This is what the company's doing. Now, when you have Raw and SmackDown, you have to act like each company doesn't exist amongst each other, if that makes sense. All right, Raw is competing with SmackDown, even though it's under the same WWE banner. Same thing, like, think of how Survivor Series used to be. It used to be Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. It has to be something like that. Like, we are the superior brand under WWE. You don't even have to mention SmackDown. You get what I'm saying? You do not have to mention SmackDown at all. It's no point. That's one way. You know, a lot of brands compete with each other, and some of them use a tagline from other companies, and some don't. Some just live their life and make money like that. You get what I'm saying? Some people just that's how they do, and I think that's what they should do. Seth is a good mouthpiece, good asset to the company and everything like that. I think he can do a great job with that. Stop saying Roman's name. Don't need to say Roman's name. Don't need to even say anybody that wrestles for SmackDown. You don't even need to talk. You don't even need to say Smack, the dude who owns the URL Battle Rap League. Don't even say it. Just don't. Just don't. Don't even say lay down. Like, don't. Keep it brand exclusive, as it is Raw. See, with this brand separation and stuff, I do think that they're going to go back to having PLEs, formerly known as pay-per-views, Raw exclusive, SmackDown exclusive, and then they're going to mix both of them for like the big four or very important PLEs. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, don't mention SmackDown, don't mention Roman, don't mention nothing that goes on SmackDown. That's one of the things. Just have Seth be Seth. Just have him be the champ and everything. The belt looks wonderful. It's a beautiful belt. I've always loved the WCW World Heavyweight title and WWE's twist on it. It took me a little bit to get used to, but I like it. It's a pretty good looking title. So do that. Make it different. If you're going to compete, don't bring up another company. That'd be like the biggest thing, because the more y'all keep doing that, the more y'all are going to make it the I'm Not Him title, as it already is. Oh, Roman is this champion, and now Raw has this champion. All right, that's enough. We've done that. Y'all done enough of that at Night of Champions. When I was watching the match, the phenomenal match, no pun intended, and y'all kept saying that, and Seth kept bringing up Roman's name, but he needs to focus on AJ, or AJ will win. Of course, he needs to focus on AJ. It's for that freaking title. Why would y'all keep bringing... And I understand the commentators are doing their job and stuff like that, but yeah, of course. That's how you make it look like a secondary title if you're saying, okay, he's focusing on Roman. Why is he focusing on Roman if he's supposed to be focusing on this title that's supposed to be a great title and the number one on Raw and everything like that? Why? Why would he be focusing on that? Do you get what I'm saying? And that's the problem with this brand extension. And then now even people are saying, you know, be consistent with it. You know, I'm not big on who is signed to which brand or whatever like that, but I believe Shotzi showed up to save Raquel, and people was like, wasn't Shotzi on another brand, and she showed up on another one to save Raquel? So it's just like, be consistent with it. This is the time to be consistent with it, because now you have two top champions or whatever, and I don't know what you're going to do with Roman's belts, if you're going to unify them together. I don't know. Congrats to Roman to win 1,000. Shout out to you. But going back into it, that's how you make it relevant. I do think that AJ would have did a great job too, but I do think, you know, Seth has a little bit more of the machine behind him, if you will. And that's not always a bad thing. I think the WWE machine is more behind Seth. I don't know what AJ's doing. You know, there's always looming retirement rumors and stuff like that, because contrary to popular belief, AJ may look like he's still 30 or something like that, but that man is in his 40s. So keeping up with guys that are in their 30s and in their 20s and stuff, like, this guy is really out there. And I've always said that AJ, to me, is the best current wrestler out there. Now, I know a lot of people are going to disagree, and that's fine. There's a lot of seats in this car. Y'all can have a seat. You know what I'm saying? But going into it, I do think that AJ is one of the best active ones. But Seth Rollins, he is up there too. And if you even say Seth is better than AJ, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But I do think that AJ, especially showing that he has no limitations, that age is not limiting him. You know, his check knee light may come on, but we don't know. But going back into it, you make it more relevant because you speak it as more relevant. You treat it as more relevant. You wrestle, you defend, you do things like that. Seth is more over than AJ. And I know a lot of people don't want to admit that, but he does. Seth, all he has to do is sit down, and people are whoa, I'm not going to do it, but they're singing this song and stuff like that. He's coming out, they're singing it. During the match, they're singing it and stuff like that. This is what you do. I do think that it is the better decision to have Seth win the title and things like that. I know a lot of people wanted Cody to win it, but honestly, I do think that if Cody won it, I think it would have definitely made the title more of the I'm Not Him title. Because he just lost to Roman not too long ago and things like that. And then now you have him in his tournament, and he had a great speech about it, being it, and how important it is to be this champion. But if he would have won it, it would have definitely been the I'm Not Him title. I'm sorry. I think they did a great job with him not winning it, and I thought he was going to win it. I do think they did great. They don't think that. I think that Cody would have definitely been the I'm Not Him champion. And that wouldn't have been cool. You get what I'm saying? That definitely wouldn't have been cool for the title. But I do think that Seth is the right choice. If I had to choose anybody outside of Cody, I probably would have had Bobby, only because I like Bobby, and I do think that Bobby Lashley is a credible champion, and he is one of those guys. in WWE that's on the active roster that has had a victory over Roman, and is believable. So I don't even know what they're doing with Bobby. Bobby may be next to challenge for Roman if they are inconsistent with the Raw thing. I don't know what's going on. Well, he is on SmackDown, I think, now. See, I don't know. I don't know, because people just be showing up. But yeah, keep the brand separate. Have Seth just wrestle. Don't mention Roman. Don't mention Universal title. Don't mention WWE Champion. Don't mention the Bloodline. Don't mention One Blood by The Game, which is a great song. Don't mention that. Just make it seem like it's competing brands. Seth is a believable champion. He can excel with the championship. He can make people believe that this belt is the most important thing. Because what you should do is, you should make it seem like which belt is more important. Now, I don't know, because such and such is over here. But ever since Roman has touched a title, it doesn't even matter what title it is. People will be like, oh, okay, well, Roman is this. Well, Roman was just the Universal Champion. It was obvious that the Universal Champion, they were trying to make it more prestigious than the WWE title, which was been around for years. For years. But you could tell, when you look at the Royal Rumble match between Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar, right? When Lesnar was the champ. When Roman gave Brock the spear and he hit him with the title, he just threw the title on the ground. To me, and especially in old wrestling terms, that is a sign of disrespect to drop a title, to drag the title, to do anything. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, I just knew that's just what it was. It was just a symbol of, okay, well, this is old and we're doing something new with the Universal Championship. But now, let's start it all over. You guys want to start over? You guys want to have new belts and new champions, do all this new stuff, and brand splits and stuff like that, which I hate. Let's do it the right way. This is my suggestions. What else would you guys do to make it more relevant, or make it seem like a top title instead of the I'm Not Him title? Because the I Am Him title belongs to Roman Reigns, the Roman of Reigns, Roman noodles, whatever you want to call him, man. You guys agree? Do you guys disagree? Do you guys think that Seth should have won it? Do you think AJ should have won it? Do you think somebody else should have won it? Let me know. This is Chris Classic. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Let's take it on.